And placed I-Team cameraman Greg Meyer inside that van with his video camera. At about 9:30 in the morning, we parked it right here, sitting just down the street from Mr. Rizzo's house. It should be noted that the van was parked on a public street in broad daylight. At no time did any of our people go on Mr. Rizzo's property. What you're looking at is what cameraman Meyer saw through the lens of the hidden I-Team camera that morning. Not much happened for about 3 hours. And then around noon, several police officers became suspicious of our vehicle. If you look closely, you can see some of them in the van's rear-view mirror. Now, in just a moment, we'll show you the unedited tape of exactly what happened when one of our I-Team members opened the truck door. But before we do, we want you to know that when the door was open, cameraman Meyer immediately handed over this official Philadelphia police press pass in order to clearly identify himself to everybody on the scene. And also remember, as you watch this, that Frank Rizzo is not a member of the Philadelphia Police Department, and this is supposed to be an official police matter. Here we go.
All right. Wait a minute. Let him identify himself.
That's enough.
What do you mean that's enough? We want to know who you are.
Who are you, sir?
So
I have some identification?
Identification.
Come on out.
You ever come out holding your hands up like that, you'll get in trouble. We want to know who you are and what you're doing up here. Who is he? I thought it was somebody up here to hurt somebody.
We're up here for security, you know? Would have been a lot easier to stop and tell us you're here. We don't know. He's saying you have a dog in here, right?
You're a bunch of...
We could have shot you or something. We don't know.
Pull that, take that thing out, unhook it. Or I'll throw it out in the middle of the goddamn street. You turn that off.
It's on.
It's on. Well, it won't be on long.
It's still
Won't be on long.
It's still on.
Let me tell you something. You know, I've been around a long time. And I just can't understand. Sorry. I'll pull another one. Get out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing wrong with your TV set. It's just that Mr. Rizzo finally broke our equipment. Last Friday, I asked Police Commissioner Morton Solomon about this incident. And Mayor Rizzo, the former mayor of Philadelphia, after our cameraman had properly identified himself and the police officer at the scene read aloud Philadelphia press pass, Mayor Rizzo, holding the press pass in one hand, reached inside this truck, which we feel he had no right to do, sir, and ripped out the cables off of our recorder and damaged the camera and the cables and the recorder. You've never heard of this before? No one has informed you of this?
No, sir.
Well, that, in fact, is what happened. And 5 members of your department, sir, stood by and not only did nothing and took orders from the mayor, who was apparently in charge of this operation, but they were smiling and laughing at the same time.
I would like you to present these facts to our internal affair, and we'll be happy to investigate it and consult with the DA about possible charges.
Yesterday, while openly videotaping on Krefeld Street, we ran into Mr. Rizzo and tried to ask him about his actions last Monday. Mayor Rizzo, Stan Borman from Channel 3 News. Could we...
How are you?
Fine, sir. How are you?
Good.
Could we talk with you for just a moment?
No, I'm busy.
You couldn't answer any of our questions?
I wouldn't talk to you under any condition.
Why is that, sir?
Forget it. Scram. Get out of here.
Sir, I understand
Now,
that
look,
these...
get away from me. I'm now a private citizen. You get away from me.
We're allowed to be on the street, sir.
I don't want to talk to you. Get away from me.
How do you feel about the security guards being taken off of you, sir?
Get away from me or I'm going to throw you out in the middle of the street.
Sir, one more question.
I'm telling you, get away from me.
You were the symbol of law and order in Philadelphia, sir, for many years. People looked up to you and respected you.
Look, creep, get out of here.
How could you justify your actions at our cameras last Monday in front of your
Get
house?
out. You're a creep.
We're a member of the media. We'd like to have an answer to our question.
You're a creep.
Why did you attack our cameras, sir?
Get it all. Don't miss any of it. You're a creep. Get away from me.
Would you answer the question?
You know, you hide behind that press card.
I'm not hiding behind anything, sir.
Look,
I just wanted to get some answers.
I'll tell you what to do. There's a gang of yous here. There's enough of you here. By myself, I'll take yous physically.
Well, I'm not asking you to take me physically.
Well, get away from me.
Well, sir, I'm on the public street. I should be authorized to be here.
I'll break it over your head. I'll break it over your head. Get away from me, you crumb. That's a challenge, except I'll put my dog away and I'll come back. And you got 1, 2, 3. And I'll do it along with you. In that back of that fence. Just the 3 of us, 4 of us, me and you. Show you what kind of a man you are. You're less than a man. Okay? You're a crumb creep. And I wouldn't take that off for nobody. And there's 3 of you and I'm by myself. And when it's over, there'll be nothing to it. Win or lose, okay? But you don't have the courage. You're a real crumb bum. Put that on camera. You're a crumb bum, the 3 of you. And I challenge you. You're a coward. You're a yellow sneak. And if you want to, now what I say, let's forget all the rules of this great country we live in. I will go back to that wall with the 3 of you. Just me.
Mayor Rizzo,
You're a crumb creep coward. You can't take, you won't stand up to a man.
I'm standing up. We're not here to fight. We're here to get some answers to some questions. That's all.
I want to fight you.
Why is that?
Because you're a crumb creep lush coward.
You don't even know me, Mayor.
You are a lush, I can tell by looking at you. I was a cop all my life, and I know a lush when I see one, and you're a lush. You're going to have a hell of a story on that one. Play every word of it, crumb.
Get it off, Crumb.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Hello. How are you?
Well, this afternoon, Channel 3 station manager Bill Aber signed this official complaint with the police department against the officers who stood by and, as you saw, did literally nothing to restrain Mr. Rizzo from damaging our equipment.
Yeah. No one gets tired of Frank Rizzo. Hey, everybody. How's everyone? Glad that you're here. I'm glad you're all here, guys. If you are new to the show, that happens to be my idol, and a lot of people on this show's family here, we love Frank Rizzo. We love that clip. I know a lot of you hardcore fans of Frank Rizzo might get a little I can't imagine. I've seen it over 200 times. And I don't get tired of it. Seriously, I laugh like a 2-year-old every time I see it. Just the fact that I guess because everything has changed so much, and I've seen it in my lifetime, like as an old man now, I've seen it. I've seen where that was normal. That's how I thought men acted. Growing up, like as a kid, I thought that's how men behaved when they were mad, or there was nothing wrong with it. But now it's so outlandish to see something like that, which used to be common. Now it's even more funny, and I guess it makes me feel good. I guess it makes me remember when the world made sense, because the world doesn't make sense to me anymore. My old age, I say old age, I mean not not being a kid anymore, or not not being in your 20s or your 30s. In your 40s, you're just you're put up against the world that has changed so much that sometimes you feel that you don't even belong in it. I don't know if that makes any sense. But what you're used to is no longer a reality. And for someone who lives in an alternate reality, such as myself, it's strange. Did I just go on for 5 minutes about why Frank Rizzo yelling at some punk reporter is a litmus test for our society today? Hey, there's a good final paper for somebody right there. Just transcribe that if you want an F, or if you want to be if you want to be sent. Do they send people to the principal's office anymore? I don't know. Guys, before we start here, everyone please welcome Coach, please. Everyone, welcome, Coach. You guys know I don't do anything until, there you go, Walter. Thank you very much. Hey, I got to tell you something. I didn't know until I checked it out yesterday. I didn't know that there are 50 of you guys that signed up. I knew that there were some, so I would put out the shows for members. I didn't know there was 50 of you. I mean, we're growing. You guys are really cool. So I got to do something special for you. So on Saturday, I got a surprise for you guys. I hope you like it. It's just for me to show my appreciation for you guys being members. So you'll see that on Saturday. It will be a members only show. And I hope you like it, and I hope you see how much I appreciate you, because there is my God, there is an infinite amount of shit that you can watch. And for even 50 of you guys to sign up and to pay your hard-earned money to be members and to watch this stuff really I am so grateful for you guys. And I'm grateful for the people that even just come in and watch, So I guess you guys want to know what's going on tonight, do you? Is that what you would like to know? But I want to thank all you guys. All right, really. It means a lot, and it's I've met some really cool people, and also on that members only show, we're gonna have the Crash Test Dummies song, because I'm gonna give that one away. When I play it, I didn't notice, but Grizzly Adams, he's not a member. I got to find a way to get Grizzly to Grizzly. I'll find a way to get you to be a member, because you're always so generous and everything like that. But Grizzly wrote a song parody, and as I learn, I'm finding out if I play the song parody, not the real song, but the parody, it will all of the ads and stuff like that, the how you make money and how you keep this thing going next to you guys. They will the big what is it, like BMI or whatever it is, they somehow, for a small channel like this, they'll find out right away, and they'll take all the ad money. But I'm going to do it anyway, because Grizzly put the time in to do a funny parody about me, you dick, to the Crash Test Dummy song. So that will be on our members show on Saturday. And if I knew how you guys could become members, I'd tell you. But I'm going to research that, and I'll let you know. We got until Saturday. But Grizzly, I'm going to find a way to get you in there. There's got to be a way that I can do it. I'll figure it out. It's only I think it's like $3 or something. But the other thing is, I've been trying this thing out, and so far, there's one person who came in who is going for the honor of being our first crumb bum of the week. I mean, crumb bum of the month, which means you will get to co-host. Well, you'll be on I'll give you the link, and you'll be in the corner here, and you can co-host the show with me. There'll be one every month. You're the crumb bum of the month. And right now, there's only one person in there. So that person is clear to victory so far. But you got to the end of the month, and on the 1st of October, I take a hat, and I put all of the people that want to be crumb bums of the month, I pull it out, and you'll be the first, and hopefully not the last. All right. So that's the membership stuff. And I got to thank you guys. I got something special for you on Saturday to show my appreciation. I hope you like it. All right. Next, I have been telling you about I'm trying out how this will work. I got this girl. Her name is Jade, and she's gonna co-host with me and coach. She's gonna come on tonight, but when I tell you what today's plans are and what we're gonna talk about, I had to push her back another day because I don't know if it would be appropriate. Because today, I want to take a break from all the hate and all the Dabbleverse nonsense, soap opera, wars, bitching, girly. I'm mad at you. You chipped a nail. I want to just take one day away from it. It's cool. You know, it's we're a small community, and there's always going to be struggles, and there's always going to be people butting heads, and people that are irritated with other people, and sometimes that's fun. But when it's every fucking day, I know John hates me now. He does hate me for something I didn't even do, and I was going to read all the texts to get back into that. But guys, I don't have it in me tonight. To me, it just drains me. It drains me of just negative fucking bullshit energy. And I don't even find it that funny that, he doesn't like me. And I think he's silly for, just writing, people off. And he's supposed to be a comedian, and you can't take a fucking joke. Well, actually, it wasn't a joke. But I told him the exact same thing I told the person that he's mad at for me telling him. Like I said, not dealing with it today. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about some good old-fashioned American jerking off. Yeah, we're going to talk about masturbation. We're going to talk about jubilation. We're going to talk about anticipation. And we're going to talk about validation. Ooh-wee. What's up with that? That's what it reminds me of. And what's up with that? No. We're going to talk about masturbation. And I didn't think having Jade in for the first time would set a good example. It would be quite uncomfortable. Like here's our first show. What's the show about? Masturbation. I'm a creep, but not that much. I'm not that much of a creep, but I am creepy. So we're going to talk about masturbation. We're going to talk about fantasization. And we're going to talk about exhilaration, tentation. That guy's a phony. He's not even playing it right. Okay. We're going to talk about masturbation, and I'm going to introduce you to a man who's been around. I did this once, late night. I don't think anybody got to see it. But I dated a girl that introduced me to this. She, and I hate to say it because she hates me. I hate to say it, but when you talk about the one, this was that girl for me, even though she didn't like me. It kind of takes two people, you know? Like when things were good, they were awesome. And then I'm pretty sure she, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like I was wondering, like she used to like sleep over like every night, you know? And then all of a sudden, she'd have to leave. She'd leave at like 10. I mean, she'd leave at like 11. And then I remember we were walking in Laguna Beach, and usually when we walk around, we would hold hands. But for some reason, she didn't want to hold my hand, and she wanted to walk like 5 yards in front of me, like pretending she didn't know me. Guys, man, uh, this if if my life was a movie and people were watching it, it would be the funniest goddamn thing ever. Because at the time, I believe, I believe that I have a girlfriend. I'm in a committed relationship, and this isn't the first time. It's just like I guess I'm just annoying, and um, I I I I I probably lack uh, a lot of things. I always thought, I mean, like sexually, I was good in there. But if someone's with someone else, there's something lacking. Not only that, not always that, but in my old age, I can kind of look at it and say, like, it must not be a 24-hour thing to be with the fun, crazy guy. He must be good in small doses, but you got to take a break from the crazy guy. And I guess that's why that's happened to me, as far as I know, 3 times. Well, one was, someone who was supposedly separated, um, but then it was just, those other 2 times. Yeah. So what? I just did a Mitch McConnell. Let me see what you guys have to say, and we can talk about masturbation. I'm gonna introduce you to and the end of that story was the girl, the love of my life. She was a fighter. She was an MMA fighter, right? Well, she wasn't professional, but she used to train and roll around with guys all every day. And the coach that ran the practices wouldn't let her fight, wouldn't let her get hit by the other women that were doing this too because she was too pretty. But she could roll around with the guys every night. Guys, I'm a loser. I am, as I told you, the last to get the joke. I am in no way saying that I am not grateful. I am so grateful. I have been so lucky. I am so blessed. But I can't say at this age that I've ever experienced what it's like to have a woman in your corner, knowing, well, there might have been one, and yeah, there was one, but we were better friends. But have you guys, if you're married and you got that person who's behind you, guy or girl, whatever. Um, I don't. At my age, I mean, it's over. I this is how it's gonna be, and until my wonderful God that has blessed me so much brings me home. don't get me wrong. I've had many, many great blessings and opportunities. And the ones that might have been that person, the one like you're married to or you or have a steady with, those are the ones I fucked up on. When I tried, those are the ones that were going to go marry someone else while they were with me, or had dual boyfriends or something like that. So we can laugh at it now. It's okay to laugh. It's fine. But I told you I'm going to introduce you to Boss Rutan. There was this, and the last thing I'll say about girls is there was, every once in a while on my computer, I have, what's that thing where, like, any computer or phone you've ever had, it's in there. It's like cloud or something like that. And every once in a while, you'll see a picture from the past or something like that. And I saw a picture of her the other day, and she had a bruise on her thigh. Had to have been that big and completely black. So that's a kick. So that means she got kicked in practice. And then the other one, which you guys I hope will laugh at, and I've learned to laugh at now, but hurt at the time, was there was a girl that I dated, and on her inner thighs there were 4 little bruises on both inner thighs, identical to each one. Kind of looked like fingerprints. What do you think that was? I mean, the audacity, and I mean, and we're being intimate, and I'm looking down, and I see on her inner thighs 4 like deep presses, bruises. So obviously she's being held that way, or she was holding that way. Yeah, it didn't feel too good at the time, but now I look at it and I'm like, man, it's your fault. Why wouldn't you try and help yourself and go find someone different that actually wants to be with you? Not only could that person give me a disease or something like that, but how about someone who like wants to be with you instead of being with you for whatever reason that is anything other than that they love you? I don't know. This is what happens when you get old. You think back on your life and you're like, what could I have done differently? I thought, like I was telling you, I thought if I was nice and I showed that person how great they were, that they would realize how great they were and their self-esteem would improve and blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? Let's get going on the show. Whee! And my friend Charles Bukowski felt the same way. But I never hit girls, and I think it's wrong. But when he says he's kind and he always gets pushed, man, this is I understand what he's talking about. Listen, guys.
Barbet Schroeder didn't have enough money to make Barfly, the film, yet, and so he decided to get some
This is my
professional
favorite
people
poet,
and do
my
a
favorite
documentary on
writer. He's a
Hank,
dirtbag.
sort of interviewing him over a period of several months, coming over here on weekends for hours after hour after hour, and sitting inside and outside. And one night he was interviewing Hank, and it had been a long day, and Hank had had 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 bottles of wine, and he was getting a little belligerent.
I've always been used because I'm a good guy. And women, when they meet me, they say, I can use this son of a bitch. I can push him around. He's an easygoing guy. So I do it. But finally I get to resent it a bit.
What do you resent?
Just being pushed.
Pushed?
Just being pushed.
Yeah. just being pushed.
Why do you let yourself be pushed by this kind of shit, you idiot? Why do you allow yourself to be pushed by this sort of thing?
I've told you 1,000 times to leave. You won't leave.
Wait a
told
minute.
you
No,
I'm
wait,
gonna
that
get
doesn't
an
have anything to
attorney
do with it.
to tell you to leave.
That doesn't have anything to do with it.
Well,
Why
it
do
doesn't.
you continually allow yourself to be pushed?
Because I'm kind-hearted. I'll give the other person another chance.
I've given you plenty of chances.
I've given you dozens of chances. You keep pushing. And you keep laughing at me. That's why I'm going to tell you I'm getting an attorney. I'm going to get your ass moved out of here. She thinks I don't have the guts. She thinks I can't live without her. I can move your ass out of here so bright and so fast with a Jewish attorney. You're going to feel like your ass is skinned, baby. You think you're the last woman on earth that I can get?
Oh, no.
Never had a thought about it.
Yeah.
I never had a thought. Yeah.
You better start thinking.
You better start thinking.
To the next.
Next what?
Next guy, he can have you. I won't be the least bit jealous. With your Mayor Baba bullshit, all your goddamn staying out every night bullshit. I don't need the kind of woman you are.
Night after night going out. What good are you? I'm gonna get my Jewish lawyer out on you, and he's gonna get you out of this house. Get out. And I mean, it was just mortifying. The camera was rolling. I mean, they had a perfect thing going there. This is pretty exciting. Why are you so offended by me doing something else?
Because I live with a woman, or she lives with me. She doesn't live with other people.
I do live with other people, and I'm going to for the rest of my life.
I know I'm going to turn you over to them. Don't you see?
No.
Don't you see?
What shit? You fucking punk.
What an
You
athlete.
walk out on me every fucking night? You fucking whore. You bitch. Who do you think
I'm laughing
I
at the
am?
comments.
I'm going to do this, live with other people. You fucking shit.
That's when I got my guts. I never took it
No
again.
excuse for hitting a woman.
Never. The next time he tried that, I said, "You son of a bitch. You can scream your ass off at the clouds in the sky and at yourself, but
I
you're
don't think
not
he was
going
yelling at the clouds.
to do it to me. I'm not going to take it anymore." I'd just get up, walk up the stairs, and I'd listen to him ranting and raving down here at nobody. Sometimes it'd go on for about 30 minutes and just screaming out.
Yeah, man. First of all, no real man hits a woman like that. I mean, I once heard a story about a woman putting a cigarette out in a man's eye. I mean, if there's ever a case for retaliation, that might be it. But, you know, Grizzly, what she meant was when she said, I live with, this is back in the 70s, and she said, I live with other people, and I'm going to live with other people for the rest of my life, meaning she was going to stay out and fuck other guys. And he was saying how nice, like in the beginning, he was saying women use me. They say he's a nice guy, and he's a kind person. I can take advantage of this son of a bitch, and I get to resent it a little bit. And she goes, what do you resent? He goes, just being pushed. And Grizzly, that's what he's talking about. When she goes out and thinks it's okay to go fuck other guys when she lives with him, I'm old school, man. I believe you're with a man or a woman, whatever. If you're in a committed relationship, I don't see how one of those free or open relationships would ever work. And this here looks to me just like a huge lack of communication. And if it's not talked about, it ends up as you just saw. But does anyone out there, guys I'm talking about here, and women, yeah, women fit in here too. Do you ever feel that? Do you ever feel that people see you coming along and they see you as a nice person? They may not say it and it may not be so overt, but yet you are a poster board of someone to be taken advantage of. Anybody feel that way? If not, I'm an asshole. I'm dumb. I've come to that conclusion. It's okay. But I understand. I understand what Bukowski said. I don't condone ever touching a woman with violence, any of that, or the way he talked to her. That doesn't work for me. But you could see how real that was, right? So I thought I was going to take a day off of the evilness, but let me see what you guys got to say before I get to talking about masturbation. Yeah, don't be a mark. Yeah, it's tough though. You can't choose who you fall in love with though. Um, Casey, you're a coward crumb. I know. Thank you. All right, let's go. Here we go, and then I'll get to you. People, look at this, Nasty Al. Thank you so much, buddy. I love the picture. Oh God, Nasty Al, big fan, Casey. But please address that dummy stuttering John. Let it loose. Don't hold back. 2 episodes teasing us. Bring it on. Nice. See, Nasty Al, thank you very much. That's very nice of you. But I'm kind of torn here because as many like you, Nasty Al, people say, "All right, I want to hear everything," but I can't tell you how many I get of people going, "Don't talk about stuttering John. Everybody else does it. It's so boring. Um, we don't want to hear about that." So I'm kind of torn, but I should I should address. But it happened like this weekend. But I guess you're right. Maybe I should address it. I should just read the text, right? And you guys draw your own conclusion, right? I'm not going to make anything up. I'm just going to show you what was said and when it was said. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe that's a good thing I can do with Jade tomorrow to see what she thinks. Is that cool? Is that Nasty Al? Is that all right with you? Does that work? I hope so. Okay. Fruitcake Terry. What number did Joe Morris wear as a Giant? I know that. It's number 20. You know how I know that? I have a friend. His name is Mike. He's probably he's my best friend, probably. But this guy is Rain Man. I got to have him on to show you this, and I'm not making it up. You pick. This will be a great segment. I got to have him on. Maybe I'm supposed to see him this weekend, so maybe we can do that on Saturday. It's unreal. I'll have you guys ask any player in the NFL, anybody. I mean, he can even do college, but we're gonna do just NFL. You pick a player, and this motherfucker is gonna tell you what number they wore. You go Vinny Testaverde, and he'll go, well, in the Jets he wore number 14, and in Tampa Bay he wore number 19 or whatever it was. It's unfucking real. You won't believe it. And there's no way you could fake this. I got to bring him on. I got to convince him because he's like one of those smart guys. I asked him, I'm like, because that girl I was telling you about, she had, I guess, photographic memory. So she knew what it was like every time she left me to go be with someone else. No, but I always asked her, I said, hey, if I get you to look at that car's license plate and I turn you around, now you're looking at me, can you tell me what you just saw? pretty fucking amazing. And that's what Mike, I could just say his name is Mike. That's what Mike does with any NFL player. It's amazing. So I'm going to convince him, and we're going to go out to go see my brother out east. Before we go, I'll convince him to come in and spend 20 minutes with you guys. And if you could stump him, I'll come up with some kind of thing that you get. But you won't be able to. He knows all of it. It's crazy. Fruitcake Terry. Oh, Joey C. Outfit Show member. Thank you, Joey. Hey, Casey, just want to say hi and a thank you. I'm a big fan of Joey C. And I'm sure you guys are too. He's a good guy. A guy, like, I guess John doesn't like him either. And I think he, I'm inferring here. I don't know. But I'm inferring that he might have been upset about it. I think he liked John, I think he was hurt that John, didn't want anything to do with him and cut him loose and didn't want to be friends anymore or anything to do with him. I think he might have been upset about that. I think he legitimately cared and looked out for John. So I told him, I said, Joey, look, you're a good guy. If somebody doesn't want to be a friend, somebody who doesn't want to be around you, that's it. You got to just take that. You can't make people like you. As much as we try, you can't make people. I learned that not too long ago. You can't, you really can't make people do what you think is the best thing for them or anything that they don't want to do, like going to rehab, going and getting sober. You got to know, the person has to want to do it as much as you care about them and you know what's best for them because you've seen them go down the tubes a million times. If they don't want to do it, bud, they ain't going to do it. I can tell you that. You're talking to a what do they call them? A master class in addiction. I'm a lifetime drug addict and alcoholic, so I know what I'm talking about in this case. Anything else? Oh, and sauce. I know what I'm talking about. Thanks, Joey C. Hey, Grizzly Adams, we're gonna hear your song, buddy. Come on, let's see that new piece of. let's see that new piece of ass co-host, Grizzly. All right, you got it. Tomorrow, Jade will come on. All right, you got it. Sure, she'll be happy on that one. Fruitcake Terry, Stuttering John is the Corky Thatcher of Life Goes On. I know Corky. Was that Rocky Dennis? No. Rocky Dennis was the guy from Mask. Am I better looking than him? I hope. I know in my 20s I was. But that Rocky Dennis is a fox. Fruitcake Terry coming back at ya. Better athlete, Stuttering John, and Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons. You know why? Because he created all those routines. Sweating to the oldies. But I gotta bring something up though. If you're selling, oh, and by the way, that I think that might be this week, but I'm gonna show you my failed fitness DVD. I years ago put together the perfect 100. It was like the SAT. It was called the FAT tests. Perfect 100. Like the SATs, you get a score. Well, this was 100 stretches and exercises, and you got a score at the end. It was a way to test your fitness. Filmed it. I'll tell you all about it. And I got the clips. Some of it is funny. Some of it is just ridiculous. That's another day. It might be Friday. But we'll talk about my fitness video that never made it to Best Buy or Blockbuster, and not a good one. Here we go. Grizzly Adams did have a beard. Casey, I never made any song parodies. I'm mixing him up. I'm sorry, Grizzly. I mixed you up with Funeral Director, like a dick. It was one of you guys. It's one of my buddies over here. I'm sorry, man. Funeral Director, I'm so sorry. It was Funeral Director who made the song. That was funny. Crash Test Dummies. So on Saturday, I don't care if they take all the ads and stuff like that, because they will. Whoever Crash Test Dummies is signed with or whatever, BMI or whatever, they take it all. I don't care. This is going to be a members show, and you get to hear his funny song. Casey, it was me who made the parody. Laugh my ass off 142. Love you too, Funeral Director. See, I got some great people here. Really nice. Nicey nice. Okay. John Latowski. Hey, buddy. Nice to see you again. I want to be a crumb bum. What do I do? Well, you don't show up around Frank Rizzo, because he'll call you one. But go into becoming a member, and there are tiers to it. You can become a member. But if you want to be the crumb bum of the day, you pick the next level, and you become that level. It's called crumb bum for a day. And you'll be entered into the drawing we do on the 1st. And you got, hey, right now you got a 50% chance to be the crumb bum of the day. You'll be on the show for the whole day. And you will be the first crumb bum of the month. I like that. I thought that was kind of neat. That's something to put on your resume. Hey, it's Joey C. Outfit Show. Hey, Casey. Thanks for all the talks. Today I'm down. What do you mean you're down? You're not feeling well? What do you mean, bud? Text me later, all right? I don't like that. I don't like to hear that. You're a good guy. I don't like to hear that you're down. Grizzly! Can we get Benny Loco on the show? She's awesome. Hey, Grizzly, I don't know who Benny Loco is. I think she is a moderator for John, if I'm correct. I think I've seen her on one of the shows. But yeah, if you know her or know someone who knows her, sure, I'd love to have her on. Why not? Yeah. If you think she's good, we'll do it. Thank you, buddy. We got Rickest Rick. Will you go to Rochester, New York with Stut Joe and TSN? Is that the Shuli Network? Rickest Rick. You know, I love the thing about Pottstown that was really cool is I got to meet a lot of you guys, people that are kind of just like they're normal people, you know. A lot of old Stern fans, 99.9% totally respectful and, you know, have the best intentions, just want to hang out and are very friendly. And I'd love to, you know. Rochester's about 8 hours away from Long Island, because I've been to. My brother went to Cortland, and he played Brockport, and actually, my first girlfriend went to Brockport, and I went to visit her when I was a senior in high school after a game. One of those things, your first love, you're obsessed with the girl, right? And my old man, this is perfect. My old man says to me, because I wouldn't stop. I'm like, I really just wanted to go, you know, to see it, because I was puppy dog in love. Yeah, I've fallen in love a couple times, but this is the first time. And finally, I'm gonna go up there. I had saved my lifeguarding money from the summertime, and I had enough for a plane ticket to get up there because I'd only have like a day and a half or whatever. And I was thinking like, I'm gonna have sex about 20 times. I don't want to leave uh, until my penis is in a sling. So I brought with me, and don't worry, the person would never ever see any of this. Would never know. No one would ever know who I'm talking. Well, that I said, Brock, but no one from my high school 30 years ago would know and would care. I don't know what this person's doing. They were amazing and great person. But I packed for a day and a half. I packed 2 of those economy packs condoms. This is back when I wore condoms. I don't know how many got through, but when you're young and you're 18 and you're in love, I mean, that attraction and that want is more powerful than being addicted to any drugs or alcohol, except if you're hooked and you're physically addicted, where you can go through physical withdrawal. But that is how powerful that is. What am I telling you? You guys don't know that? You were never in love at 18? Your first love? Get the fuck out of here. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So don't say I'm a weirdo. Well, you can say I'm a weirdo, but not for that reason. You know what I'm talking about. Good question, Rick. Hi, Grizzly. You like Hemingway or Jack London? They're pretty awesome. I liked Hemingway, and I actually saw the pool, and this is what I heard. In Florida, he loved cats, so I like him. But I heard he had problems with women, like I have, like Bukowski did. And he came. This is just a story. I don't know. I'm sure it's not completely right, but the story I heard, it was a hotel or apartments or something. And down there in Florida, everybody has a pool, right? So the story that I heard, I'm sure it's not right, but the story I heard is that he came back and one of the women he was living with or whatever gave him a bunch of BS or whatever. And in his pocket, he had some change and he was broke. And he told her, I guess the pool was just being built. I'm sure this is not the true story, but this is what I heard. And it was still soft. He took the change out of his pocket and he threw it into the pool, and it made marks on the bottom of the pool when he said, "Bitch, take my last dime." Is it true? I don't know. Just something I heard. I'm sure it's not true. But at the pool, I did see some divots. I'm sure it's just like it's something that people just tell each other around there to make it. I'm sure it never happened. But that's my experience with Hemingway. And yes, very talented man. Good writer. Richie, we need you. Artie and Stuttering John on Celebrity Rehab. I can find Artie for the past 10. No, I saw him 4 years ago at the Levittown Comedy Club. And if I was going to spend some serious time with Artie, not Artie, but if I was going to spend some serious time, 30 days with Stuttering John at a rehab, I think I'd need to be drunk and on drugs. I'm just fucking around. I love Artie. I hope he's doing well. And I still care about John, even though he hates me. He doesn't hate me, but he doesn't like me. Star Mountain, hey, Casey. That's it. Just a hello. Hey, Star Mountain. That's very nice of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. You play guitar? I got a buddy, Autumn's brother. His name is Pete. He might, if I could get him in here, he might be coming in with some members of Black Sabbath, not Tony Iommi, Bill Ward, Geezer Butler, or Ozzy, but that band has had so many people come and go, but some of the later talented musicians. So he might come in for an interview, and it might be cool just to meet my best friend's brother, who I hope is doing all right after we lost his sister. I wish she was here, and I wish you guys got to meet her because she was something special, man. I miss her every day. Sucks losing your best friend, but such is life, eh? Star Mountain. If you go to Rochester, I'll go. 6 hours away from me. I gotta check it out. I know. I love Carl. Carl lives in Rochester. You know, Carl from Who Are These Podcasts? I'll find out more about it. I'd love to meet some of you guys. You guys are pretty awesome. Grizzly Adams did have a beard. Your link to WMAP radio doesn't work. How do we listen? Yeah, buddy. I haven't talked about it right now. It's going. The station is actually going through kind of a revamp. But it'll be back up pretty soon. In the next couple days. I don't know if you got the whole story, and it's boring. The whole story is, but in the station, which is, I can throw a rock. If I went outside, throw a rock. There's a whole building over there that was the radio station, and during I had problems with some pipes bursting, and I got them all fixed. But during that, the entire floors had to be done, and a lot of water. At least I had to get all my electrical out, and you don't know how much crap goes into broadcasting 24/7 for 7 years. So all of it is most of it is in this room. You know, I get the speakers, but it's going to go back. The floors are being put in. So until that is done, then going back over there, because that needs a little more bandwidth in that building. But I told you it was boring. You don't need to know it. But the next couple of days will be back up. Star Mountain. KC, yes, guitarist, lead, singer, bassist. I made a living at it internationally. Got a lot, dude. Star Mountain, guys. Star Mountain is a professional musician. You know the odds. You know how hard that is to be able to make a living doing what Star Mountain's doing. It's got to be up there with like NFL. Listen to this stat. I don't know much about music, but I do know about professional sports. 99% of high school football players do not go and play in college. So there's 1%. And then from there to go on to the pros, I believe is like the same statistic. So do you know how many fucking people that is? And I assume that being a musician is kind of the same thing. So Star Mountain, my hat's off to you, buddy. Pretty awesome, dude. Good for you. Internationally, even. Oh, I bet you Star Mountain's got some stories. So you've probably been to like Japan and That must be fun. How fun do you think that is, guys? Being a musician, going to Japan, going to wherever, and meeting girls or guys. In my case, meeting hot guys. Guys. Up and down the boulevard. Guys. Wearing tight chaps and overalls. Guys. The ones I met at the Ramrod Inn. And guys. Make sure it's covered or it's not going. I'm gaying off. I'm sorry. Whee! All right, guys. Let's play some games here. All right. First thing. Did any of your dumb friends say you could go up to a cop and give him the finger? What do you think would happen?
You do. Yeah, come on, really. What can you do though? I mean, he can't do shit to you, man. Just do it. All right? Just go up to him and just totally fucking do it.
Never mind. Just keep the camera.
All right. It's gonna be fucking cool. Dude, Robert's gonna tell this cop to fuck off, and I'm gonna film it live. It's gonna be funny. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Dude! Come on! Oh shit!
Should have hit him harder. You don't go up to anybody, cop or not. You don't do that unless you want to get your arse kicked. You dumb dick. Reminds me of the days that I used to do pole dancing.
You can roll with the team if you want to be something. Just pop it and shake it on the dance floor like Million. You can dig if you get flow. Oh, show me what you're working when you look so fine. You need a disco kick like my teeth glisten and he shine when I whisper and I smile for a second and it drops.
Dead weight. Boom. Back then, I was my look was a little bit different. Oh God. I can't get enough of this either. It's so funny when a host doesn't know what's really going to happen when he has like a guest that comes in. He's not too sure about what's going to happen. Borat, yeah, everyone, okay, it's all played out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, fine. But to see him wrestle a grown man, hilarious.
Borat, it is such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Very nice.
Dziękuję.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
We go now, my hotel room. We can wrestle with no
We'll
clothes
do some
and
wrestle.
drink and shoot dogs from window.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like a strong bear.
Yes.
You're like a strong
You
bear.
are a tough guy, you are good.
Yes. Well, you are very good.
You are very good.
Borat, thank you.
Tough guy. I win.
Thank you so much.
You are a tough guy. You are good. Sorry. And you can't forget when that mountain lion broke out of the zoo.
Thank you very much.
I'm Scott Matt live in Hernando, Mississippi, where there's been spottings of a cougar, and that's not it. It's like a house cat, but we're just
It's just a house cat.
A local man rolled his cell phone video on what some say is a cougar. I'll be right back with a live report.
It's not a cougar. And do you want to smile? There've been a million streakers over the years. Only one that had the moves, had the luck, the athletic prowess, and the ability to run the entire field, get out, and then come back. This guy's my hero.
Absolutely atrocious, Alan. I can't believe he missed that. The reverse angle showed that was a good call for offside. Oh, my word, I think we've got extra man on the pitch. Can't imagine he'll get too far, though. I don't know. So far, he's giving the police nothing but a good look at his backside. I don't know if this is a cry for help, but it certainly got my attention. Oh, dear. That's an image going to stay with me for a very long time.
Scorched onto my retina.
I do hope he's not heading for the royal box. That's going to leave a mark.
Back to the game. Furlong, Delic.
Oh, we have contact.
Looks like he has more souvenirs for the crowd.
I think he's got the shoes to thank.
A minute ago they were all chanting who had all the pies. I think there's...
You gotta beat him. As Levy comes back for an encore. These are all... Sorry. It's all the sauce I've been eating. But these are all things, in case you haven't seen them, these little clips, I'm just showing them to you. We'll get going here in a little bit, but I thought we were going to talk about masturbating. There's one thing I want to show you. Well, first of all, let's just do a little high school wrestling.
These two high school students actually got disqualified for doing this.
Is I don't understand that how they decided to do that, because they're not on the same team. Usually, if you're in a tournament, you have the JV kid sometimes will make it into the consolations with the varsity kid, and they're on the same team, and they wrestle in the room every day. So, there's no reason to wrestle out there, and they'll dick around and do something like that. But those two kids were on different teams. I'll never know. Wow, guys, I guess we're going to have to save, what do you call it? Masturbation for tomorrow. Shuli Egar wants to know if, thank you, by the way, have you ever seen One Man DP with Tony Eveready? No, I haven't, buddy. It sounds like something I don't think I'd be interested in. But is it funny? Is it something that people would like to see? Don't make me look up something that I'm going to want to rip my eyes out. But thanks, buddy. All right, guys, listen. Let's get out. Tomorrow I'll have Jade on here. I got something planned for the members. Okay, I'm going to do that on Saturday. And hopefully I have Mike on Saturday to show you his talent. But we have coming up this week, we had Jade, as I told you. We also have my failed DVD project. We have a bunch of clips. We didn't get to masturbation. Let me just tease you here. You want to see what we got coming up? And then I'm going to leave you with a very disturbing, hilarious video. But let's see.
Could men masturbate better? Is there some type of knowledge that men are missing about masturbation? And
I don't think it's very hard.
Porno. Is masturbating to porno?
Why are you sitting Indian style?
Less good for you than masturbating to your imagination, to another visual? Any thoughts on this self-pleasuring thing that most of us do and don't talk about?
Yeah, so I noticed that when you were just speaking, like you saved the word self-pleasure till the very end. And I think that most of us men have been robbed in some way by society and by ignorance, basically. Like, we just don't understand how our sexual response systems work. So the way that most of us have grown up masturbating is we like stand still, or we lay down and we're perfectly still, and we just like move our hand up and down, back and forth really rapidly, and then done. We have the ejaculatory orgasm, and it's over. And there's pleasure in that. of course. But also, we're training our sexual response system to lay still, to not breathe deeply, to have the whole point of the pleasure session be the ejaculatory orgasm. And that's a training ground for the whole sexual experience. So if you do that habitually, when you get into sex with another human, your system is going to be running those same programs.
They've had a lot of work.
You know?
Their arms look strong.
I never heard that before. I never even thought of that before. You know?
Yeah, it's a training ground. You know, it's like you do the same thing over and over and over again, and those patterns are going to carry through to whatever you do next. So if you masturbate to ejaculation in 5 minutes or less all the time, what gives you any idea like you're going to easily be able to last longer than 5 minutes in sex? You know, and the flip side of that is it's really challenging to touch yourself in a sexual way for longer than 5 minutes without any porn or without any external stimuli.
Okay. All right. We got to save it because I can tell this will take a lot of breaking down. I like how both of their arms, their forearms and their biceps are very veiny, which says to me that they've been doing some work. I mean, like bicep curls and stuff like that. No, that's not what I mean. These guys are probably, they're probably whipping out that hog of theirs and whacking it 5 to 6 times a day. I don't know that to be true. I'm just saying. I just want to say to them, hey, pull out that hog of yours. I want to know what you've been stroking. How many times you got to be stroking if you're putting out a video on YouTube about whacking it? Are you going to tell me that most men don't know how to whack their own cock and balls? You got to be shitting me. If you got some balls and you got some cock, you got to be able to stroke your schlong. You got to know what to do with it. Pull out that hog of yours. I want to know what you've been stroking. All right, guys. I'm going to leave you with a funny skit, which is racist. It is misogynist. It is just plain wrong. But if you're able to laugh at silly stuff and not take yourself too seriously, these 2 minutes and 5 seconds will be good for you. I present you the football coach from the Ben Show.
What the fuck was that? You fucking idiots! You're all fucking idiots and you fucking suck! Dickheads! You fat black piece of shit! What the fuck is the point of being fat and black if you can't fucking tackle? Jefferson, what did I say is the only career path for you if you're fat and black?
Rapping and tackling, sir.
Thank you, Jefferson. Jenkins, I heard you in the shower, you fat fuck, and you sure as fuck can't fucking rap. So fucking tackle. Or don't be black. Where's Mossy? What? There he is. Here's my impression of Mossy trying to catch the ball. Oh, sushi egg raw. I'm a karate kid, but I can't fucking catch. Look at my fortune cookie. It says, I don't catch ball. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Hey, it's the quarterback. The good-looking fucking piece of shit who sucks. Spend all your time sucking on titties and sucking on pussies. Well, I got an idea. Yes. Spend less time sucking on pussies and sucking on titties and spend more time learning how to throw the fucking football. Give me that thing. Here's how you throw. You put it back and then you move your arm forward. But you couldn't even hit the side of Weinberg's nose. Stop giggling, Weinberg, you fucking Jewish piece of shit dyke. Yeah, you want to hear a fucking funny joke? I got one for you. Why do Jews play football? To get the quarterback. Still got it. What's up? Yes. Lopez, you looked good. Looked like you learned something from your 8 brothers. You fucking idiots. I don't do this for the fucking money. I do it because I love you guys and I love this team. Now, who are we?
The Blue Devils!
And where do we fuck them?
In the butt!
All right, let's bow our heads and pray. Weinberg, get the fuck out of here. Lord, give us the fucking strength to beat these fucking pussies out there.
Guys, if you don't think that's funny, if any of that is offensive, come on. Well, hey guys, listen. We got a lot planned for the rest of the week. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank the members. I want to thank everybody who did super chats, everybody who left a comment. Sorry, I can't get to everybody, but I got something special for the members on Saturday. Sign up, please. Sign up to get into the mix to be Crumb Bum of the Month, because it's like 5 days, and we're going to pick it on the 1st of the month. Right now, there's one person in there. So you got a good chance of being Crumb Bum of the Month. You're going to be on the show with me for the entire time. But I do have to say this publicly. I do reserve the right to end it whenever I want. I can just picture getting someone in there who hates me so much and just wants to, like, you know, sound an air horn for the whole time. You know what? Fuck it. I just mute him. I don't think that's going to happen, but I want it to be funny for everybody else too. Please, guys, we're growing. Like I just said, I knew having 50 of you guys as members, so fucking cool. Thank you so much. So please, it helps me a lot if you press like the like button, if you subscribe to my channel, and if you come back tomorrow at 9 o'clock. All right. Once again, thank you all. And you're pretty awesome. All right. Now get the sauce off your face because you look like an asshole. And don't be a crumb bum.